Hey there, food fanatics! Welcome to my culinary crash course, where we separate food facts from food fiction. Today, we're diving deep into the murky waters of common food myths. You know, those persistent pronouncements passed down through generations, like family recipes. But unlike Grandma's famous apple pie, these myths can be more harmful than helpful. Why bother debunking these edible enigmas? Well, because your health and well-being are on the line. These myths can lead to restrictive diets, nutrient deficiencies, and a whole heap of confusion about what constitutes a healthy relationship with food. And let's be honest, life's too short to be scared of a carbohydrate. For instance, have you ever heard that eating after 8 p.m. is a one-way ticket to weight gain? That the clock magically morphs your metabolism into a calorie-hoarding gremlin? I'm as skeptical as a cat eyeing a cucumber, so let's unravel this mystery and see what's really going on. All right, folks, let's talk fat. Yes, you heard me right, fat. Now I know what you're thinking. Fat! Isn't that the enemy? Isn't it the thing we've been told to avoid at all costs? Well, hold your horses. It's time to rewrite the food pyramid in our minds. The old ways of thinking about fat are outdated. The low-fat craze hit us harder than a rogue avocado in the produce aisle, leaving a trail of fat-free products in its wake. But did it really make us healthier? But here's the kicker. Fat itself isn't the villain. In fact, it's an essential part of our diet. In fact, our bodies need fat, the right kind of fat, to function properly. It's crucial for our overall health. Think of fat as a culinary multitasker. It provides energy, helps us absorb essential vitamins, and even keeps our brains ticking. Without it, our bodies wouldn't function as efficiently. But not all fats are created equal. It's important to know which fats to embrace and which to limit. We've got our saturated fats, our unsaturated fats, our monounsaturated fats, our polyunsaturated fats. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a food processor. But don't worry, it's simpler than it sounds. Here's the lowdown. Unsaturated fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, are the good guys. They are the fats you want to include in your diet. They can help lower cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. These fats are your heart's best friends. Saturated fats found in fatty meats and full-fat dairy products should be consumed in moderation. Too much of these can lead to health issues. Now back to those fat-free sirens on supermarket shelves. They might not be as healthy as they seem. Often, when food manufacturers strip out the fat, they replace it with something else to maintain flavor and texture. And that something else is usually not good for you. And guess what that usually is? Sugar. Yes, sugar is often added to compensate for the lack of fat. Yep, those seemingly innocent fat-free yogurts or cookies might be hiding a sugary secret. This can lead to other health problems, but here's the real kicker. Fat helps us feel full and satisfied. It plays a key role in satiety. It slows down digestion, preventing those blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you reaching for another snack an hour later. This helps in maintaining a stable energy level. So when you choose foods naturally low in fat or opt for the fat-free version, you might end up eating more calories overall because you're not as satisfied. This can lead to overeating. Remember, folks, it's all about balance and making informed choices. Understanding the role of fat in your diet is crucial. Don't be afraid of healthy fats. They are an important part of a nutritious diet. Embrace them as part of a balanced diet. Include a variety of healthy fats in your meal. Your body will thank you for it. You'll feel more energized and satisfied. Let's talk carbs, shall we? Carbohydrates are often misunderstood and unfairly blamed for a host of health issues. These energy-giving compounds have been demonized more than a microwave dinner, but it's time to set the record straight. Carbs are essential for our well-being, and not all carbs are created equal. Carbs are not the enemy. In fact, our bodies need them to function properly. They are the primary source of energy for our brain and muscles. They're like the fuel that keeps our engines running. Without them, we would feel sluggish and tired, unable to perform even the simplest tasks. The problem is not all carbs are created equal. There are good carbs and bad carbs, and knowing the difference can make a huge impact on your health. We've got our simple carbs, which are like that sugar rush after a can of soda, a quick burst of energy followed by a slump. These are found in foods that are heavily processed and loaded with sugars. Then we have our complex carbs, which are like a slow-burning fire, providing sustained energy over time. These are found in natural whole foods that are minimally processed. Simple carbs are found in processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined grains like white bread and white rice. These foods are stripped of their natural nutrients and fiber. They're quickly digested and can lead to those dreaded blood sugar spikes and crashes. This can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Complex carbs, on the other hand, are found in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These foods are packed with essential nutrients and fiber. They're packed with fiber, which slows down digestion, keeps us feeling full and satisfied, and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Fiber is crucial for maintaining a healthy weight and preventing chronic diseases. Fiber is like the unsung hero of the carb world. It plays a vital role in our digestive health and overall well-being. It's essential for a healthy digestive system, and it can even help lower cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. A diet rich in fiber can also help prevent constipation and promote regular bowel movements. So, when you're choosing carbs, aim for those high-fiber, complex carbs that will fuel your body and keep you feeling your best. Opt for whole grains, fresh fruits, and vegetables whenever possible. Think of it this way. Would you rather fuel your car with premium gasoline or sugar water? The same goes for your body. The same principle applies to your body. Choosing the right kind of carbs can make a significant difference in your energy levels and overall health. Choose those high-quality, complex carbs that will provide sustained energy and support your overall health. Your body will thank you for it, and you'll feel more energetic and vibrant every day. All right, folks, let's tackle this persistent myth head-on. Does eating after 8 p.m. magically transform you into a calorie-hoarding monster? The answer, my friends, is a resounding no. This myth is about as accurate as a banana phone in a smartphone world. Here's the deal. Weight gain is all about energy balance, calories in versus calories out. If you consume more calories than your body burns, you'll gain weight regardless of when you eat those calories. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a bank account. Throughout the day, you make deposits, calories consumed, and withdrawals, calories burned. Whether you make a deposit at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. doesn't change the balance of your account. It's the overall amount deposited and withdrawn that matters. Now, I'm not saying you should raid the pantry for a midnight snack every night. It's all about listening to your body and making mindful choices. If you're truly hungry in the evening, have a light, healthy snack. But if you're just mindlessly munching in front of the TV, that's another story. The key takeaway here is this. Focus on your overall eating habits throughout the day, rather than obsessing over a specific time cutoff. Choose nutrient-rich foods, listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues, and stay active. That's a recipe for success, no matter what time you eat your dinner. Let's talk gluten, shall we? This little protein has stirred up quite a storm in the world of nutrition and health. Found in wheat, barley, and rye, gluten has become quite the controversial character in the food world. It's almost like the celebrity of the grain family, but not always for the right reasons. But is a gluten-free diet truly the holy grail of health that it's often portrayed to be? Or is it just another trend that's been blown out of proportion? Well, the answer, like a good loaf of sourdough, requires a bit of nuance. It's not as simple as black and white. For individuals with celiac disease, a serious autoimmune disorder triggered by gluten, a gluten-free diet is not a fad, it's a necessity. Their bodies react violently to even the smallest amounts of gluten. Consuming even trace amounts of gluten can wreak havoc on their digestive system, leading to a host of unpleasant and potentially serious health problems. It's a daily battle for these individuals. Then we have folks with non-celiac gluten sensitivity who experience symptoms like bloating, gas, and fatigue after consuming gluten, even though they don't have celiac disease. Their symptoms are real and can be quite disruptive. For these individuals, a gluten-free diet may provide relief from their symptoms. It can be a game changer in their quality of life. However, for the vast majority of people without celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, going gluten-free is unlikely to offer any significant health benefits. In fact, it might be more of a hindrance than a help. In fact, it could potentially do more harm than good. Many gluten-free products are not as healthy as they seem. Here's why. Gluten-free products are often higher in sugar, fat, and calories than their gluten-containing counterparts. They can be loaded with additives to make up for the lack of gluten. Plus, they can be significantly more expensive. The cost of maintaining a gluten-free diet can add up quickly, putting a strain on your wallet. And let's not forget about the potential for nutrient deficiencies if you're not careful about replacing the nutrients found in gluten-containing grains with other sources. It's a delicate balance to maintain. The bottom line is this: unless you have a medical reason to avoid gluten, there's no need to jump on the gluten-free bandwagon. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Focus on consuming a balanced, varied diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Yes, even those containing gluten. Your body will thank you for the diversity and balance. Well, there you have it, folks. We've debunked some of the most common food myths out there. From the fat-free fallacy to the 8 p.m. myth, we've learned that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to making informed choices about your diet. Don't believe everything you hear. Be critical of food-related information and always seek out credible sources. Your health is your most valuable asset, so invest in it wisely by nourishing your body with real whole foods and a healthy dose of skepticism. Now, I want to hear from you. What are some food myths you've always wondered about? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more myth-busting adventures in the world of food.